Today we're going to take a look at the brand new Horus Heresy individual box sets from Games Workshop. Frackie bits. Make sure you stay in the trenches by becoming a supporter over on Patreon and also scoring yourself some free miniature swag in the process. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out our site, spikybits.com, for all the hot hobby tutorials, news, rumors on all your favorite hobby topics. And head on over to thelongwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today. I'm Baer, and these are the brand new Horus Heresy individual box sets for Games Workshop. So there's been a lot of, I guess, talking on the internet about this this new release here from Games Workshop. And, you know, long story short, it's great to see the new individual kits available for singular purchase, you know, on the store shelf, basically, because the Horus Heresy is a great alternate play mode, and, you know, now as we're starting to see more and more Age of Sigmar, and not as much on the 40k rules supplement release, as far as, you know, like new codexes or new supplements this summer, it's good to see that, well, there's always 30k to be played, and now you got an even easier way to get into 30k. But what this actually did, I feel like, for price point wise, I feel like it definitely validated the Betrayal at Calth box set, because this box set here came out in November. It's the big $150 box set, which is also its own game, self-contained game, which is another great way to play as well. And we've reviewed it here. It's probably going to pop up there on top screen there, and you'll be able to see our review, our initial unboxing and review of this game back in November, right? But what's cool about this is, if you add up, you know, it contains obviously all the same miniatures that come in these new box sets. But if you add up everything that comes in here, because you get 3 of the tactical squads, you get 1 of the Termies, 1 of the or 1 of the Contemptor dreadnoughts, as well as, you know, the hero box set, right? So if you add all that up, that's $325 retail. But you're basically saving 50%. So it's literally one of the best deals ever from Games Workshop, this box set right here. But that being said, if you just need like 1 tactical squad or something, well, maybe the best way to pick that up is, you know, boom, you just pick up the new Horus Heresy box set right here, because this particular one here retails for $50, which isn't that bad when you consider, you know, the normal Space Marine tactical squad. This comes with more options, but not quite as many as the same options. So let's take a closer look at this one, right? So you got the back, and it basically shows you all the different ways you can arm the Marines that come in here. Now you got this cool new underslung heavy bolter kind of thing, the old Mark I missile launcher that we saw in plastic in the first Space Marine box set in 1988. Obviously it's done a little bit better now. Then you got a melta-gun, a plasma gun, and I think there is also a flamer. And then you get some special weapons. There's some combi weapons in here, and we'll take a closer look once we open the box. Now they're made. It's the normal multi-part plastic that we're all used to. We saw it in Betrayal at Calth. It wasn't the Chinese stuff they're, you know, making the bases and the terrain out of. Manufactured in UK, expertly designed Citadel miniatures. Ooh, expertly designed, that sounds fancy. So you open up the box, and of course these ones actually come shrink wrap, which is a little bit different than what we've seen in the past for the normal box set. So you get your pack of 32mm bases, your instruction manual, the decal transfer sheet that comes with the Betrayal at Calth, but each box comes with one of these, and then you get the 3 individual sprues for the tactical squad. Now, if you haven't taken a closer look at these 3 sprues right here, well, they're a great sprue. First of all, so you got the combi weapons, which are all right here. So you can have a combi flamer, you can have a combi melta, or you can have a combi plasma right there, and they all go on this little stock piece, which is pretty neat. Then you've got all sorts of helmets, way more than what is required in the box set here. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 different helmets for 10 Marines, of course. The shoulder pads are all stock, the backpacks are all stock. The legs are pretty much stock, but a little bit different. Like some of them are studded, some of them are studded on the knee, and then some of them are a little bit more ornate, maybe for the sergeant or the special weapon guy or something like that, right? And then you've got your other ones right here as well. So here's the underslung heavy bolter, here's a half of the underslung missile launcher, the other half's over here, your special weapons, you know, your power swords, and then you got this little adapter piece for the lightning claw that actually goes onto the Power Fist piece. So it can be a Power Fist or a Lightning Claw. You know, you attach it right onto there. So it's a cool kit. It's a very, very cool, venerable kit that I personally dig. I love this little kit right here, and I think for the money, $50 for this, I don't think it's too bad when you compare it to the other tactical squads, right? So I don't think you can really make any argument for the tactical squad. It's a very well done kit, and definitely can hold its own when it comes to, you know, anything in production today. Next up is the Frackie Terminators. Oh, and I forgot to show you on that last, on the tacticals, they do have rules in the back of the instruction manual there. Now, the rules are for a normal tactical squad out of the Space Marine Codex. It's 70 points for like the 5, and then you go up in upgrades from there. The Frackies, again, another great kit, very venerable release. Does not come with Thunderhammer Storm Shields. You're pretty much relegated to the Lightning Claws. You get a Power Fist. You can do the Grenade Harness, which doesn't have rules in 40k unless you take them as Frackie in 40k. Combi Bolters, power weapons, heavy flamer, chain fist, all sorts of weapon options in here. It's a dope kit. I mean, when these guys first came out in resin, it was like, what? Those guys look so fresh, and now we got them in plastic and it's even better. So you got your 40mm bases here that it comes with, decal sheet, instruction manual, and the instruction manual has 2 sets of rules. You can fielding them as the normal Terminator squad in 40k, or the Frackie Terminators in 40k, which their rules are on the Angels of Death supplement for Warhammer 40k. So everything you need right there, and then the 2 sprues themselves, which again we saw in Betrayal of Calth, but we're going to take a a little closer look to them. Now, these are interesting because it comes with a lot of weapon arms, right? So you can magnetize the weapon arms, so you can have a whole bunch of different options. The problem is that the shoulder pads that go on top in this little blank space right here would present a problem. So you almost have to magnetize the shoulder pads, which is very difficult to do, or maybe pick up some alternate shoulder pad variants from Forge World and use and glue those onto, you know, the other ones, the extra set, and then just magnetize the arms themselves. So you got a couple different options there if you want to go that route, save some money, get all the different weapon options, right? And then of course you got the Frackie legs here. They're the 2-part, kind of the old Berserker kind of feel to the old Berserker kind of kit here. So they got a little bit of posing. It looks good. Then you've got the torsos, all of the shooty weapons, the combi bolters here. Now there is, where is it? So there's a heavy flamer barrel that goes with the heavy flamer, which I don't see right off the bat here. There it is, right there, right in front of me. If it was a snake, I was dead. And then you got the Gladius Power Sword and the little hang down tabard, groin tabards, and pieces like that. And you got, of course, the helmets look so small, or the heads look so small because they slot right into this open space right here. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 helmets, 1 blank and 1 with a targeter, you know, if you want to, I guess, give them the grenade harness or something like that. So again, another great looking kit. Now this goes for $65 for these, which is the same price point as the Blood Angel Terminators that came out, I want to say fall of 2014. And those guys, I think, again, I don't think you can argue about the price point. Now, obviously, if you're going to buy a tactical squad and a Frackie squad together, you might as well just go ahead and spend the extra 50 bucks, or I guess at that point it'd be 105 or 115 rather. You may as well go ahead and spend the extra $45 and get you the Betrayal of Calth set. But again, sometimes people just need the 1 Terminator squad, good to go, right? Next up is the Space Marine Heroes, which it's a 2-pack, obviously. The same sprue that we saw in the Betrayal at Calth, and there's your options right there. They're billing these as a captain and a chaplain, and then the rules that come in here as well are the same, are just your basic Codex rules. Now there are rules for taking a captain in Frackie armor in the Angels of Death book. It was also in the White Dwarf last week as well. So there's the sprue with a little mini decal sheet, as well as the 2 bases, the 32 and the 40mm for the guy, the chaplain and the praetor, respectively, praetor captain. So there's the rules right there. Nothing we haven't seen before in the Space Marine Codex. Boom. And it's very easy, push fit, snap together, whatever you want to call it. Assembly right there. Nothing really too crazy. Now, a lot of people are like, this is when it starts to jump the shark for some folks. That, you know, as I was reading online, as the rumors were coming out earlier in the week, and a lot of people were like, yo, I think that's too much. But if you think about it, okay, We're used to paying $30, $35, sometimes $40 for a clan pack miniature, right? You get 2 of these guys for $50. So you can make the argument that, hey, you know, these guys could theoretically go for $30 each. I could see the Terminator maybe going for more because he's a Terminator, and traditionally we've seen the Terminator characters go for more. But for $50, I honestly think it's, in US, it's priced pretty much on par with what they do normally, you know what I mean? So I can't, again, you know, vote with your dollars. Like, if this ain't for you and you're just gonna save up and get the Betrayal at Calth, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a huge value. Last up is the Contempt or Dreadnought. Now, this, a lot of people held out hope. They're like, man, I hope it's multi-part. I hope you can, like, swap out the arms and all this stuff. Well, once you start looking at it, you'll realize that it's literally just the one sprue that literally it comes in the Betrayal at Calth. Nothing new. It comes with one each of the weapons, and when you open it up, boom, it's the one sprue with the one base and the normal decal sheet that you would see from the other kits or the Betrayal at Calth. So you've got your one sprue right here. If you do, you know, you could pick up 2 of these, and then you could magnetize out the arms at the joint right here or something like that, and kind of go like that. You could use replacement parts from Forge World if you wanted to do that, go down that route. But again, at the end of the day, it's still cheaper than one from Forge World when you take into account all the weapons that normally cost, I think, 17 pounds, which would be roughly $20, $21 right now, I feel like. So you've got that, and then of course the rules right here, and they give you, boom, there's all the assembly. It's very easy, obviously, very easily assembly, and the Contempt or Dreadnought points itself, which you can substitute these out for any Dreadnought and Codex Space Marines according to the Angels of Death supplement. So this particular kit retails for $65, and you know, that's kind of where a lot of people make the point of, hey, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe that price point is a little bridge too far. You know, I could see the argument there because it isn't the traditional multi-part kit we see from Games Workshop. But again, vote with your dollars. Like, if you don't think that's a good deal and you want to get the Ironclad Dreadnought, or you want to get this, or you want to get that, pick it up, man. Like, that's just basically what it is. I think there's enough variety and enough purchasing options out there for the new Horus Heresy stuff that, you know, we can all get along and we can all get what we want out of this whole situation. Me personally, I would like to see more options. I would like to see some breachers. I would like to see some assault troops. I would like to see more along the lines. I hope that this is beginning to more kits to come, because 4 kits really isn't going to look as good as, say, 8 to 10 on the game store shelf, you know what I mean? So that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed my first look unboxing and video review of the new Horus Heresy plastic kits for Games Workshop, both 40k and 30k Age of Darkness battles.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.